And we're live. Let me check the volume, make sure it turned all the way up. Here we go. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to who's that? Kayla C1. Kayla C1 says, Happy Hump Day or Hump Day greetings, SouFLo Brains and Morning Thoughts family. Anthony Bearer is here early in the morning. Good morning. Rising Phoenix is here and Laurel Newman is here. Good morning. Thank you for being here. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the Uber driver, the Lyft driver, the cabs. Shout out to the delivery drivers, truck drivers, long distance truck drivers especially. Shout out to the brother Troy Stars Trucking Vlogs on YouTube. Go check the brother out and support his channel as well. Biggest shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. Here we are this morning. Manners and respect to you. All right, so we got a couple of things we got to talk about. One part of it is sad. Let me grab my phone. 1 second. All right, so I had to grab the phone because there's a video that I want you to see. And the video is Kaelyn's mom speaking. But that video is so sad that I'm going to leave that for the other half of the show. And let's split this Morning Thoughts meeting here into two parts. So I'm on lemon this morning. Just fresh squeezed lemon and some hot water. So we have Derrick Jaxn. Derrick Jaxn, if you don't know him, let me set this up because this is going to get very interesting. So, how much cheek them look so shiny? Big up to my Caribbean people and big up to my Jamaican people, especially this morning. All right, we're up and we're ready. Happy Hump Day, everybody. Happy Hump Day. Let's get over the hump. The weekend is close. All right, so let's talk about this now. So, Derrick Jaxn is a famous relationship expert, and this brother was caught cheating on his wife. Now I want to talk about how the internet is going crazy and how people are giving Wifey advice. All of them are saying leave him and all this other stuff, but I must tell you who Derrick is first. So Derrick is a brother that works out a lot, so you know him big and him buff, and then the women say he looks good and all this other stuff. And I think he used that. I think women just love to hear a good looking man speak. I don't know. Women do it. They go to church without realizing it, that they're going to see pastor in his fine suit and all this other stuff, get up there and preach about God, but it's the presence of the man kind of thing. And Derrick kind of built his platform off of that because although he's a relationship expert, he spent most of his time talking to women about men. So, how you know he does not deserve you, best way to make him regret leaving you, like them kind of topic there. He kind of reminds me of a brother who was trying to talk to a girl, but he understands that you're trying to talk to the girl too. So he feels like he has to tell the girl bad things about you in order to get in there with the girl. But he has a good platform. He's made millions of dollars right off of YouTube. It's a black brother. He's made millions of dollars right off YouTube, and he's actually made most of his money from his books because he has written books. One's called Healing Together. I believe these are all relationship books. So he's a relationship expert. His books went bestsellers, okay? And he has sold multiple bestseller books. So money is there. He's living that type of life. He uses his YouTube channel to promote his books because he'll give a 10-minute video and he'll speak for like 9 minutes. And then at the end of the 9 minutes, he'll talk about his book and where in his book you can find what he was talking about. And the book is available for 50% off. Make sure you go get it if you haven't gotten it yet. Give you a special discount, blah, blah. Catch you on the next video. I'm out kind of thing. So a businessman, and in this circle as well, but very famous. So story broke. He got caught cheating. It's not just that he got caught cheating. It's that now this man spent a lot of time telling women this is what you should look for in a man, how to tell if he's unfaithful to you, when to kick him to the curb, all that kind of stuff, right? And then he gets caught cheating. He didn't confess to cheating, and that's how he got caught. Like, babe, I have something to tell you. This relationship got to me. It wasn't working out. I slipped up. I did this. It wasn't like that. It was side chick who came out and told everything. Now, here's my link. For those of you who arrived here early, you can hear the side chick's full interview. I can't take any of these people's material because we are all YouTubers and we're all partnered with YouTube and your content is protected. So I cannot go take somebody, other YouTubers' content, put it on my channel. Oh, I'm showing my audience this. YouTube will flag it and they will remove my video. So I'm sending you to go listen to side chick's her whole interview. She told everything. Side chick spoke about how, matter of fact, she came with receipts. That's what made it even more embarrassing. And then people didn't even know that Derrick was married for most of the time that he had been around. See, his wife is saying, oh, I was just a private person. And people are saying, no, you were hidden. You're not no private person. Marriage, you let everybody know you're married. I'm married. This is my wife right here. Then if you want to leave her out of your stuff, you can leave her out of your stuff. But everybody understands that he has a wife. He's married. He never did that. So you have all these women that are his main base of supporters. He has over 1 million followers on Twitter. He has, I think, like 700 and something thousand subscribers on YouTube, that kind of stuff. So, you know, he was doing his thing with the women, and the women followed. And there are a lot of women now that are telling his wife, like, why are you not leaving and all this other stuff? We didn't even know about you, girl. And, you know, she's saying she's private. That's why. And people are like, no, you weren't private. You were hidden. You were hidden. He even released a video. So you can go to his YouTube channel and see the video which he put up, which his confession and his apology. But the confession and the apology came after I'm going to give you all the links. The story be a mix-up. So the apology and the confession came after side chick busted him out. Side chick is somebody that he is known for, I believe, 10 years, they said. He's known this person for 10 years. But he has been having an affair with this person for, I believe, it's 2 years. He's been married for 4 years. So he has confessed to that half of his marriage he has been with this other person and his wife. There's the video, the voice message. I mean, side chick came with proof. Somehow the wicked enough. I don't know why you do that. But then again, the girl said she didn't know, because there was an instance where he flew her out to somewhere, wined and dined her, took her back to the house and everything. And he explained to her that I am married, but I'm divorced. Not divorced, I'm separated, and we're working on a divorce. That is why they're not here. I live by myself. See? And the girl came and she stayed and she had fun. His wife was actually visiting their in-laws, her family, in another state, and she had gone to stay with the family for a little while. So I'm bringing in side chick. Side chick didn't do nothing but take pictures. She took pictures everywhere, and now she has receipts, voice note receipt of Derrick telling stuff like, oh, the wife is not good in bed and that kind of stuff, and she boring, you know, she not doing the things them and all this other stuff. And then there are now, as a man, if you want to say, like Shaggy said, it wasn't me, show me in a picture or it wasn't me. And I'm not talking about no doctored up picture, but I say real-time picture of me. Well, it wasn't me. Well, she had receipts. She in the woman's bed. She is in the woman's home. She is chilling by the woman's pool. She's in the bed with the husband. Woman, you know, say you are going to know your bed. You're going to know what your bed look like. Yo, women even know what them sheets look like. You understand? So forget the bed. Because you can lie and be like, babe, they doctored me into that picture and that bed. Come on now. You could get that bed from IKEA anytime. That bed, everybody has that bed. Why you in the bed? She with her, that she had the everything. So side chick comes out and side chick is telling everything. This what you must understand is this. Couple of things here I want to talk about. First of all, people who, and remember I said this before, people who go extra hard against something, I usually start giving them the side eye. It's just like them guys who, oh man, y'all always say, yo, Batty boy can't come on, and then they get so obsessed with Batman or with gay people like that it angers them every time anything comes. I side eye those people. You're too preoccupied, right? And he was pretty much one of those kind of people for me. Everything did too perfect as far as the way he comes out and speaks and says this and that. Now people have a lot of memes about him because he did a lot of his videos from his car. And he would say, before I go in this gym right here and get a workout, let me say this and that and that. And people I said, no, that's why he couldn't do those videos in the house, because your wife wouldn't just sit there and let you lie like that. That personality, other people were saying, so you mean to tell me that him sitting there doing that video in that car, he either was coming from cheating, just came back from cheating, or he was on his way to go cheat, but he over here telling us how to keep a strong marriage together and how to work on your relationship and who deserves you and who doesn't deserve you and how to have a discerning spirit and be able to tell and all this other stuff. He's a clever manipulator. Yeah, Debbie Boo, but we live in a world of business, and if you could package it and sell it, that's the American way. That is the American way. It's just unfortunate that a lot of deceit goes into that. But when money is coming out from you being deceitful, then people will continue to be deceitful because money is coming in from being deceitful. I mean, he worked his way up through YouTube and through writing his books and using his YouTube platform to promote his books, which is the exact same idea that I had. But my book was about something different. See, you have the platform, you have a product, you use the platform to sell your product. But the way how he got to these women, and these women are clamoring all over him, right? He's the perfect man. I wonder if he's married. Damn, he talks so good. I would love to be with him or somebody like him. Do you have a brother? I'm reading through the comments, right? Beer toasty gal over there. All of them over there like there's no other man in the world. And I mean hundreds and hundreds of them every single day. Every video he put up is like 100,000 and more views. So they're there, you know, and them just a salivate over the man. Like, I need a man. I want a man like how desert want water. I need a man. Does he have a brother? He talks so well. If he lives what he speaks, perfect man. Only problem was he wasn't living what he was speaking. And now that has come out. The side chick, she revealed so much. She revealed so much. He told his wife he was going out to a conference somewhere, ended up flying side chick out to some other place. Side chick said the first time they met, they had sex. The first time they met, and how she met him, which brings me to the whole social media thing. The first time they met, and she even detailed how she met him. Look, I went into his inbox and I said, hey, just hey, or A. She said, just EY, A. And then he responded like right away. So you got to think, right? This brother got like 700 and something thousand, 1 million and something followers on one platform. You can imagine how many of those females are in his inbox. So I'm led to think that this perfect picture he has painted about the faithful man, the strong man, and ladies, if he's not like this, then walk away from him. And if he's like this, then I tell you how to set standards for him to follow. And if he can't follow him, then you need to kick him to the curb. Go on with your life because you deserve better. You know, he's that kind of guy. And then here he is being the villain, the kind of guy that he was speaking about, that he was telling other women to run from, stay far away from, get rid of them if you have them. He's one of them. He's one of them. in your marital bed, in your marital home, cheating is one thing, you know. Cheating is one thing. But when you bring that person in your bed, in your home that you share with, they walk down the aisle, they had a whole wedding. They're not just shock up. They're not just, oh, boyfriend and girlfriend, and when I'm mad, I could go back to my own apartment or go stay with my mom's. They are married. Big splash out wedding. Okay, white gown and suit and all these things and throwing rice, you know, them throw rice and throw flowers and everybody, well, bridesmaid, catch it on them thing that they did all that. Okay, and now you're bringing, and they've been married 4 years, and now you're bringing a woman. Could you imagine that? Woman or man, vice versa. Bring somebody else into your marital bed is a whole other level of disrespect. Somebody that does that is somebody that I think wouldn't just have one other person that they go out and be attached to. And then they get in another relationship, because you know these things happen. And then they're like, oh, I'm leaving this behind, but I'm moving on with this, even though that's unhealthy as hell to do. But people do it all the time. Before they get fully out of one relationship, they're already into another one. And it's because the other one's so sweet. You know, it bring back all the flurries of when you just met somebody and your heart pitter-patters when they call your name, or you're waiting for your phone to ring, or you cock up on the phone like this all night. You go to sleep first. No, you go to sleep first. You hang up first. No, you hang up first. All right. Give me a kiss. Go FaceTime. All right. You know, that kind of something that when it's new, brand new and exciting. So they leave their relationship that got strained and boring for this new exciting situation. That new exciting situation, they end up turning boring at some point, just like the last one. And here you are again. And if you're that kind of move around person, then you're going to be moving on to something more exciting again. So somebody like him gives me that kind of vibe. Like, he wouldn't just, oh, he was leaving his wife for somebody else to start a whole other relationship. This was a fling, and a long time good fling. That's what it was. And I think he's probably done it with multiple other women, but just hasn't been caught yet. Or this is the one that came out. You can't tell me that his brother has been faithful. I mean, to go to that level, to bring some. I'm just trying to picture myself trying to do it. At what point do I drive down my street that I live on, turn into my driveway with this gal in my car, and no, it's not my wife, and I have a full wife, and drive up my driveway? This takes thinking. This is not just, oh, we were drunk at a function and she followed me into the room and I didn't see, and next thing you know, oh my God, I gotta stop drinking, but I really didn't mean to do it, blah blah blah. You know, this isn't a case of I'm a star and we went to this concert and I passed out backstage and woke up with a groupie on me, and I was so tired by the time I woke up, you know, she was doing her thing. I know that case that this. You take time, drive, go to your yard. You pick up the woman, fly in, take time, pick them up, drive to your yard. You know where your yard is? The whole time you're driving right to your yard. And in your mind, you're thinking, I have a wife, that's our marital bed, but me still I gonna bring that girl here in at the bed. That is a well thought out process. That is not no fly by night, nothing. That is a well thought out process. Big deception. See? Wait, Brain's in here. Morning, babe. Brent says, from the wife say he kept people that he slept with and he shouldn't cut ties no matter what. She says it bothers her. Yeah, we're going to talk about that and social media stuff and all that and people opinion and them things, like, because that's what's driving their situation right now. See? So he makes these videos. These women are elated, excited, all this other stuff, enlightened, and you know, something vibrate them that's all, and them feel good about themselves every time they hear him speak. So he has a large following, but to turn out to be the guy that you've been actually telling your audience to run away from this whole time, that I find that very funny. Very funny. It's like the politician in New York he was against certain bills that were supposed to be put in for gay people to have a marriage and all this other stuff, or file taxes together and blah, blah, blah. And he was against everything that had to do anything with that. And then they caught him. And he had the perfect family, you know, wife and 2 kids and, you know, mansion on a hill and a budging political career, and here you are with a man on the side, and and the side man leak everything and that kind of stuff. So watch these people that talk. That's why I don't relationship goals after nobody. Okay, and when I listen to people, I listen keenly and I watch. There, it is scientifically proven that humans communicate more. 90% of your communication comes from your eyes, your facial expressions, and hand gestures and body language. 90%. Okay, so I'm gonna watch words too much. When you see people are paint a perfect picture of everything and telling you that this is what you need to do and this is how you should live and let him go and you deserve better and find better. All right, brings me to this now. And sisters, if you're here this morning, don't be too harsh on a brother. If I went wrong, just tell me, say, SouFlo, you went wrong. I don't agree with you. You could have said that a little better, or you could have been less harsh. But you know, I'm not gonna talk. See, just so I do. I don't know no other way to be, but spit it out. If the day frig up, I'm gonna say the day just frig up, but I'm gonna get myself back together. Today is a beautiful day. Like I said, today is a beautiful day. That's just me. Anyhow, she's on social media. Wifey actually made a video. Let me see if I captured the video, because this video would help. Right now, she'll get a beating. She's getting a beating from the public because there are a lot of people that are telling her, you need to leave. Why haven't you left yet? You know? And while they are telling her that, so let's take in some of what she had to say.
Here to answer a question. I keep on getting this question. Why now did Derrick beat you and drag you to save him? Well, first, let me say that.
Okay, we're going to IG.
That only Jesus Christ can save Derrick. Okay, only Jesus can save him. He has already done that, and now Derrick is laying in the bed that he made with the actions that he took, and the only person that saved him from that and can save him from it is Jesus Christ. I can't do anything, say anything to do that. His actions were his actions, and unfortunately other people decided that they wanted to take whatever they wanted to do and run with that, but no weapons formed against us shall prosper.
Hallelujah.
On that piece. Why am I speaking now? I've come to confront the issue that says you cannot be healed, that it takes this amount of time for you to be healed, that you have to be depressed, have anxiety, hide your face, you once a cheater, always a cheater, you are this and we are this and we are that. You can never overcome this situation. There's always someone better. Well, those are lies from the pit of hell. But it's because what we don't understand is that there is a spiritual war going on. So though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh.
Preach, so sister, preach.
And we understand the things that are behind the action and the behavior, then we know that, hey, there is a spiritual battle that is going on, and I've come to confront and to reveal the plot and the scheme of the enemy that says you cannot have this, you cannot be healed, you cannot be set free, you have to stay in bondage, you
Hallelujah.
you have to divorce X, Y, Z, and the third because of this thing. Well, you do not have to do those things. Just because something is dead does not mean it cannot be resurrected by the blood of Jesus Christ, by the resurrection power of Jesus Christ. And that is what he did in our situation. So I've come to testify. I've come to be a witness to you. I've come to set you free. I've come to share the pain and to testify. I know the pain that comes from certain aspects of this type of situation, but that does not define who you are. You don't have to stay in bondage to that. You don't have to stay with bitter roots that says, forget this person, forget marriage, forget all of these things, because those are roots of bitterness and anger, and that requires deliverance. So I've come to be a witness as my Lord and Savior has commanded me to be.
Hallelujah.
Second to that, I never had a desire to come and speak to the public in this capacity, and being attached to someone who is a great public figure, a great orator, who presents himself well.
This is Derrick.
Can be a lot to deal with, especially with coming to the world who says you have to look a certain way, you have to sit up proper a certain way, you have to articulate yourself a certain way, you have to wear your hair a certain way, you have to do all of these things, which I'm not. I don't meet up to that. I don't care about these things that says, oh, I have to do all these things, I have to wear a certain thing, I have to have the right lighting and all these things. That is not my ministry. Okay, I'm going to be who the Lord has told me to be. He's told me I am his daughter, I am his warrior. He told me, Derrick Jackson, arise and testify and speak and spread the word of the gospel and spread the good news that I heal, I deliver, I set free, I resurrect from the dead. He can resurrect your finances, he can resurrect your marriage, he can resurrect you, he can resurrect every aspect of your life, because we can do nothing without him. And when we learn that, then we are able to move freely and have the peace that we deserve. So when the enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy your marriage, your family, you can disarm him with the blood of the Lamb and the word of your testimony. You can disarm him with not allowing him and exposing the plot and the scheme of the enemy that says you.
All right. We're not going no more. Well, she's almost done. Let's finish off, Vessel.
Again, I appreciate everybody who has
let's wrap it up.
Who has shown love, who is rooting for us, and for everybody else. Every demonic tongue speaking against us be condemned now in the name of Jesus. I release the blessings of the Lord upon your lives. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.
Bye. Okay, so basically she's decided to stay with him, right? So people ask her, well, why you haven't left a long time ago? She said, actually, when she first found out, she left. And she had no intentions of coming back, but she came back. And, you know, they're working on their stuff. Now, I see a lot of this. You see, social media and this world we live in now is totally different. First of all, if your relationship goes to social media with your relationship issues, it's a wrap. Because what ends up happening is people don't think logically. People don't tell you to do what they do normally. Them just tell you what them feels that sound good and what they would or could do, even in their alter ego, but not even in their real life. So you're gonna get all these opinions. But plug out my mic. All right, so you're gonna get all these opinions, and you're gonna get and people are gonna bash him and then bash you on his behalf and bash him on your behalf and these kind of things, right? Your relationship on social media, done. I'm watching some of this stuff, reading some of these social media comments. Even her throat nearly closed up on her talking garbage. Easy the man. No, man. You know what? I don't see it like that. And I'm going to take an unpopular stance to this. Let me put it to you like this. All these women that are telling this young lady, right? Leave your husband, walk away, leave him. He's scum. He's a cheater. Once a cheater, always a cheater. If some of us grandparents did do the same thing, we wouldn't be here today talking about my grandparents have been together 60 years and they're still together today. You know what I said? Me have that bragging right there. You know what I'm saying? They celebrate their 60th anniversary, and how much more people are going to get together for 60 years? You think 60 years came by? This is why I say people do not understand the whole concept of marriage. And before you go into a marriage, you must understand what that thing is, what that institution is, and what it entails. Some women, of course, she is deeply rooted in her religious talk and influence, and we could tell that, right? But apart from that, some people make up their minds that they are married and they're not going anywhere, and they're going to weather through whatever storms may come. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that my grandparents probably could look back 40 years back. Remember the big head gal from down there, so you remember when you tell me about you ever play domino and you end up over fair yard and I have to come dry you out. You remember? Yeah? And they're laughing about stuff like that because it was so long ago, you know? And their life had changed together over time. Like you have to give somebody time to grow. You have to give somebody time to, that's cliche. You have to give somebody time to grow, but ain't nobody giving you no time to grow. People want you come ready-made. That means no mistakes must be made from this day forward because we're married. That's bull crap. No mistakes must be made from this day forward because you're now married. You're married, but you're still human. And all the things that go along with being a human are still with you. You didn't become perfect overnight just because you put on a ring and took a vow. You know what I'm saying? And somebody said two Bible verses and say, yes, I know, pronounce you man and wife. That don't make you perfect. Getting to a better self and being and reaching somewhere close to perfection, it takes work. Some people arrive earlier than others. So yeah, that is why I'm saying it is important to court, to discern, to investigate, to do know who you are with when you start talking about marriage. Because some people feel like, yeah, well, you're with me this long and we should be married. And why you not married me? I'm married, and then married. Been together 4 years and 5 years, 10 years, fighting on everything. Still make up, be together. Marriage come in. Done. Everything done. So it's like, Ross, this marriage thing was a curse. Because we did a bata go and fine before. Yeah, we were able to overcome obstacles before. We all have our faults. Me work with yours, you work with mine. Yeah? We never put each other's sins on scales and weigh them and become judgmental with each other. We were friends and we want to be friends. You see, when two people make up their mind to be together for life, that is what it takes to make a marriage work. That's the true talk of what it takes to make a marriage work. And you have to bring out the dirty truth. And the dirty truth is your partner didn't become perfect just because you married them now. If it's a man with like big body girl, trust me, him never stop look on big body because yours in him life now with a ring on it. See? Other big body have him a go so. Same thing for she. If she like to go a road and gaze for a man pants front and say, him look like him a one big one, him don't look like him a work with nothing him. Because she gaze for a man pants front a lot and these kind of things. Yeah, she never stopped doing that because you put ring on finger. You understand? So people have to work through them thing, and sometimes you get caught in the middle of you working through your thing. That's why it's dangerous to have this persona you build up of perfection, because it all comes crumbling down. Ain't nobody perfect, but if you can paint a perfect picture, somebody will buy it for a lot of money. And this brother was successful at painting a perfect picture, and they bought it for a lot of money. He made millions. He's still on YouTube. He's still on YouTube. His YouTube channel is up. You can go watch his videos. You can go watch the full interview with his side piece and all the things she said and all these other things. But listen, marriages work. And let me ask, these women that are telling this young lady to walk away, leave him, girl, go on to, what are you sending her to do? What you've been doing? Your track record so long. If you look back right now and say, let me see how many men I've actually been with. And don't start making stupid stuff about, oh, if I didn't have an orgasm, it doesn't count. Or, oh, if it wasn't good, it doesn't count. No, them going there. Me say, man, give man them things. And then I talk about, girl, me say something little shy say. He don't care. He don't care. Him bomb exploding a year thing. Boom. Him bust off in there. See? So I don't care what you want to say after that. He got it. Right? What are you telling her to do? You telling her to leave him and go do what? A lot of these women that are saying that have left somebody that cheated on them only to go with somebody again that cheated on them. And then have left that the one with somebody else that cheated on them. Till she start to wonder, then how me I want to get cheat pants up. Because I did that with Roy and give him 1 whole year and him just ram down the place for me. All right. Then we move on to Steve, because Steve did present himself way better, only to know Steve was conniving and lying and tricked me and all that. All my best friend get some of Steve. All right. Then we move on to John. And John him just give me beer bun with no cheese, not even like a milk. choke me a choke. I had to get out of that one. Then we move on to what you want it to do. Keep moving on and moving on and man and stay in your thing and make it work. You understand? That's a real message from me though to all of you out there. Stay in your thing and make it work. Now we're not talking about staying in an abusive relationship, take beat up and all these things. We all have faults. Some people were lusty as hell before they got married. They carried that lusty spirit. You don't just shed that spirit overnight. You understand what I'm saying to you? You don't just shed it overnight. So they're going to have pitfalls along the way. Are you going to be there to say, hey man, you fell, right? But I'm your partner in life. So get up, brush yourself off. This is shameful for both of us. And it's going to take a while for me to fully forgive this. We're going to have to work through some things. What's it going to take? Marriage counseling, this, that. We got to do something. But I'm not leaving you out here like this. You know what I'm saying? The idea of marriage for me is somebody who is going to be there for life. For life. If we're not, if your plan ain't to be there for life and you have any exit strategy to this relationship or looking for any kind of thing to say, okay, I could use this to get out, then we shouldn't be talking about marriage. We shouldn't be talking about marriage. We should talk about boyfriend and girlfriend dating because you want the gates always open. Just go on where you go, right? But there's so much that entails a marriage, man, and then divorce so expensive, and then divorce so complicated, especially when you add like material assets and children, especially if both of you have been investing in these material assets and you have stocks and bonds over your so and this and that and property in both names, and you know, and now you have to go tear everything apart and rip everything apart. Save yourself all that. If you're going to get married, make up your mind to go through everything. And like I said earlier, if our grandparents, some of us, because some of us still have grandparents that been together their whole life. I was privileged enough to have it on both sides of my family, my mom's parents and my dad's parents. See? So, and I know they had help. Come on, my grandfather was a policeman in Jamaica. I mean, I said not to say nothing like every policeman cheat. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying, you understand? Plus, I know how the thing go already. My other grandfather on the other side, one day me tell a lady, I'm carrying water from pipe, I go over the house and thing, and we used to line up in the community to catch water. And my little face, you know. So the lady pushed me out of the way and put her bucket under the pipe. And hear me now, no? I cuss, you know. I say, you think no chink, you sour no flour, you cranky no donkey. Who told me to say that? By the time I reach home, not only did I get a whipping for disrespecting a grown person from the community, I get to find out that I disrespect my auntie, which is grandpa's daughter. So I learned lessons in that one altercation. You see? And I'm living in the same community. And I always wonder, like, why my grandmother like that way towards so. Oh, I find this out about 7, you know. Oh, auntie, like, a grandpa, your daddy for real? Look, my grandpa, your daddy? Me not know. No, man. God-fearing Christian man, upstanding, hard-working, full of discipline, and is just a dependable human being that is a good man. Me never hear this man cuss one bad word in my life. Up to this day. Never hear him cuss not one bad word in my life. He changed his life with his forever woman. But he did have to filter out some things. And during the filtering, you know, an auntie pop up yourself, auntie for me, and these kind of things. So it's who's going to be there. People come into your life and people leave out of your life. None of that matters. What matters is who stays, right? And you know how your journey go already in life. You're not going to reach your destination with everybody. You're going to shed friends and family along the way and get to where you got to get to. And who's there was meant to be there. So it's about who came and who stayed. You know, you have a fair weather friends, and then it's like that concept where they talked about the tree, and them said the roots, and you have root people, and then you have the people them that are branches, and then you have the people that are leaves, stems and leaves. And the first hard wind blow past the whole of the leaf them gone off of the tree. Those are the easy ones, right? Out of your life. Soon as anything happen. I don't want no leaf for no wife. And I don't think any man does. And I don't think any woman wants a leaf for her husband either. First hard breeze blow through your life and gone and cut. Then you got the ones that are the branches and they'll stay around a bit longer. But if a real storm come through, branches tear off and gone. See? It's the root. Root people is who you need to be concerned about in your life. Who came and stayed down with you and still rocking with you and will rock with you through anything. And them can look upon you and tell you the truth and tell us, yo, man, I like that, you know, and yo, you messed up big time. I'm not a yes man friend, so don't expect no yes man nothing from me. You're wrong. This and that and that and the other. Them people that stay in your life and stay in your life continually. So we're dealing with root people. In his particular case, though, it is what it is, man. My thing for both of them in their relationship is let the people and make them work out them relationship. I mean, it's gone to social media now, and because its platform is so big, everybody has an opinion, but that's how social media is. People who don't even care about your situation while they're scrolling, yeah, she look good, she dancing and stuff. Let me see, Walmart got something. Why is Walmart commercial popping up on my thing? And then they come across yours. Relationship expert cheated on wife, and then just leave a comment. They don't even check no details. They just leave a comment. He a cheater. Once a cheater, always a cheater. Leave him, girl. Like button, scroll on, bye, and I'm just gone. They're not internalizing your stuff like you think they are. Them just left you some waste comment and then gone about them business. You see what I'm saying? So you have to know your situation. You got to know what you're willing to put up with and what you're not willing to put up with. If me cheat by you, I'm not talk to brains now. If me cheat by you, if me cheat by you and you find out that you don't want to stay, then go and go get somebody else then, because I guess it feels better to be cheated on by somebody new. I don't know. Anyhow, and I'm not saying that every man cheats. Where I go with this, SouFLo? Done. Just done it. That's all. Done it. I'm not go no further with that. Let's switch the topic up now, because here what? I'm over here.
Stop chat on social media, because if she did cheat with Deacon, you would have left gone a long time. Especially who he is on social media. Stop chat foolishness. That's the double standards in our society. They don't want woman stay, but if the woman cheat, the man is gone. Because his ego couldn't take it anymore. Yeah, right.
I never said none of that. But okay, since you want to address that, let me give you 5 more minutes.
Let me give you 5 more minutes.
I love you, baby.
Love you too.
All right, so okay, so when I speak, right, I talk about Jesus Christ. She did that on the other side of that house, you know. The thing get cold. Hear me now? A galaxy, easy no man. Galaxy is like cussing brains. Thank you, Galaxy, but you're wicked. Watch me up. Please, when I speak, right, I'm speaking in general. All right, I'm speaking in general. I talk about if you can handle what's going on. In general, I talk about for man and woman. I not talk about just man perspective. Okay? So if you can handle what go on, handle what go on. Mama, yo. She was way on the other side. She frightened the daylights out of me. And hey, she spoke her mind. She spoke her mind. All right. So, me not talk about just man, okay? Men, me talk about the man and the woman them. All one. Now, if you're a man and you expect, let me end this by saying this, then we go on to the Kaelyn something which is more serious. So if you're a man and you expect that if she cheats, it's a one-time done deal, gone. But if you cheat, she must stay and work it out, then you're not being fair. You're not being fair. You must expect the same thing. You must expect the same thing. So we have a mutual understanding that cheating is a no-no and it's a deal breaker. That's different. See? That's an understanding of I didn't come here to stay through everything and anything. If some things go on, me I go cut. You understand? Beating and cheating, and I'm out. And that's like that. See? So if you're a man, let me reiterate, if you're a man and you're in a relationship and you think it's okay for you to cheat, but she has to stay and work it out, and then she's a good woman. But on the flip side, if she cheat, you not stay, because you're not stay with no orange girl and no girl will give you something, then you're being hypocritical. You're being hypocritical. And that's where I'm gonna leave it. I don't think Wifey understood my angles, but I was speaking in general, not just saying woman must work it out and stay when them get. Listen, if you want left. If you want to leave. I'm just looking at the realistic outcome. Because half of the time when you leave, you're gonna end up with somebody else that does the same thing the last person did, and sometimes even what's around, right? So with that said, I know me can't recover. She frightened the daylights out of me. My granny. I forgot what I was gonna do next. Oh, okay. Alright, so give me a second, let me gather myself. Breathe. Babe, how do I find the video that you sent me? The one with my girl and mother. Kaylan. Give me a second, let me drop the video. Me hear her now. Find him now. I see people, me get my phone. I need to work on that. Yeah. Toxic masculinity. All right. So, thank you, babe. All right. So, good morning to you and Brains. Morning, Valerie. All right. Let's move on. SouFLo, would you stay? Don't ask me them questions now, man. We're moving on. No, but we are in that kind of relationship where we have the understanding, you know what I'm saying, that I got no need more tea. All right, so no more of that relationship thing there. Let's move right along. So Kaelyn, which is the young we can't laugh through that segment here. This is serious. All right, I'm getting serious face. I know me out to beat like a drum, bro. Brother, I tell you what, she must do her pumps. Hey, Westmoreland, she come from around. I want part, I want place. This of them serious, don't they see? But that is what I like. Up front and talk your mind, woman. All right. Somebody saying everybody's suggesting the wife should do this or that. How come we're not mentioning the other woman? The other woman don't care. She's gonna be there. She's been another woman for the longest, so she's not gonna go nowhere. Right now, if wifey leave, the other woman already plot out how to get into the mansion and put up where she's gonna put her family pictures and how she's gonna redecorate. She don't like them drips that were in there. I wouldn't use those colors. And I definitely like the pool area, but we could put a barbecue area here with it and all that other stuff. So all the stuff in work for, because he's accumulated all this in a 4-year period. So all the stuff 4 or 5 year period, and he's been married for 4. So that tells me, so the wife went there with now was an intricate part of his ascension to where he is now, right? Don't walk away and just leave the things just like that, my girl. plus you're married to, yeah, break up the knife, cut that in half, cake it, and go about your business if you choose to go. But don't just walk away and just let somebody else come in where you've been the one going through all the ups and downs and the roller coaster he's been taking you through before he gets on camera and be a whole different person for everybody else. You did have to deal with all that time. And he's accumulated all this with you there through your sacrifice as well. So don't cut now. That would be my advice to her. Don't cut now. Only thing I cut around I saw the cake. If I cut in a half, then I'll leave. If that's the case. See? What's that? Kashia Green says, SouFLo, wife it up easy. She come up, she come up by you, big up herself, Red. Westmoreland, the woman talk the truth. Boy, I understand different. But not lie. When I went to Westmoreland, when I went there, I've been going there now. We've been there multiple times now. But with meeting the women in her family, I understand. And I think I told her that when I was there. Like, let me see where you get this from now. Yeah, she's very spicy. She's very saucy. My wife is. And she spoiled her, but she's very spicy. Yeah, and that's why you hear me come out sometime I step on a video. Like, Caribbean women are spicy as hell, especially those who were like born and raised there and steeped in the culture. If you're not strong feet, don't take it up because they are spicy. You know, and not everybody likes spicy food. If you know what I mean, not everybody can deal with it. All right, so let's move forward. Let's move forward because we're coming to the top of the hour now. Have to mind yourself. Yes, fam, original explorer. Yes, me know. I got that unlock. Got that unlock. So, Kaelyn, just an update. Her mom is here to give an update, right? So I have a video here of Kaelyn's mom. That's why I say her message is so serious that I have to stop laughing about the first segment. And I wanted to save this for the last segment so everybody can pay attention and there would be enough people here to hear it. Because people have been asking, SouFLo, what happened to the girl? How come you're not giving us any update? Well, I didn't know any updates. And I don't like to just put stuff out there like the same exact thing that's in the paper without a discussion behind it or some more added information. Well, here is her mommy. And her mommy is going to give an update on Kaelyn. I must tell you that the update is not jovial and joyful. As a matter of fact, it's, I don't want to say that yet, you know, because God can do all things. So I'm going to make you hear from her own words. Now, you must remember, I covered this whole thing from the beginning, and I was one of them that said, what was a 17-year-old doing outside? I got dance. First of all, curfew is keeping. She's 17. She's going from place to party. Her whole situation. You know, I was hard on that part because I was trying to teach a lesson. And some people are so caught up emotionally in what happened that they're like, wrong place and wrong time. SouFLo, find one different time to say that. And I'm like, what better time to say that than to say it now? Yeah, that's why them have like those car commercials with the crash, you're texting and next thing car mash up and flip over on them. They try to put you in the moment so you could actually feel what could happen. You know what I'm saying? And in that moment, I was saying, mommy messed up too because she gave her too much freedom. My son is 18 and he has never been to a night party. He has never been outside the house for a night. He just turned 18, right? He has never been to any of these things. So it's not like I'm one of those. I was speaking from a personal perspective, both how I was raised and about how I am raising my children. It's not no go to nobody house, so you can't stay out no all hours. Worse, you have teen on your age. Me run things until me tell you different. You understand? I'll give you a little leeway as you get older because that's how you're supposed to parent in my eyes. And you loosen the reins as they get older, but you're teaching and teaching and teaching, preparing them for the time when you let go. At some point, you're going to have to let go. You know what I'm saying? So I was trying to teach that lesson in the process. Like the youth, them too young for your walk road. I was surprised to see how many people linked me and said, SouFLo, joke you make. You know, say you there foreign too long. One person said, you there foreign too long in a SouFLo. You talk about 15 or 16-year-old out the road till morning and them thing there. How are you there? The girl a big woman. I couldn't wrap my mind around that. And it's not just one person. Multiple people were saying that to me. Somebody I said, like, what world am I living in? Cause I definitely never grew up like that, and I didn't know anybody that grew up like that. I think I had one cousin that lived down the street. Cause which part me come from, you know, like everybody either related or intermarried or something like that, all the way down. It's a place where if you go in there and you don't know nobody, good luck coming out if you went in there and did something to somebody. So in there, so I think I had one cousin that was older, way older. I used to see her I get bata beat up, I come in late, and then beat her from way up a road, go all the way down at the house, and when she get down there, more licks, and it was just that one unruly person. So we didn't have a culture of, oh, you're 16 and you can go a road and stay out till. So for that, I was trying to teach, like, people, we're not in those days, back in those days. There's too much going on out the road right now. See, gunman pull out gun and just start shoot people. Them come to shoot one person and end up shoot 4, 5, 6, 7 people as long as they get the one person. These kind of things. And these things happen out the road. And a lot of other things, rape and, you know, kidnapping, and I just couldn't see me doing that. So I'm telling these people, like, we live in a way more dangerous world these days. There's all kinds of psychedelic drugs and all kind of other kind of drugs. People are mixing with whatever, which gets them off their rockers. And your poor daughter is just left to go run street with friends late at night. And how her situation happened, where they said it was a friend who said, yo, come with me, go to a party. I come and find out, say, our boyfriend is having that party. Under COVID rules, it was a lockdown period. There wasn't supposed to be no party. So he was having an illegal party. And friend here said, fee ex-girlfriend over there at the party. So come with me, let me go over there. We go confront girl. And that's how it went. And it ended up being she get jumped and beat up by other people, must about 5 women, big grown women at that. And things turned sour like that. So I say all this just to get you up to date. Okay, and ever since then, people have been asking how she doing. The last update I did, she was doing better. She was coming around. She was out of a coma. She was, you know, she was coming around, and people are saying, yes, yes, thank God. I hope she make a full recovery back to 100%. And this be a lesson in her mind that would change her life and the trajectory of her life in a positive direction all throughout this, right? All right. Now, here is the update from her mom. Directly from her mom, so me not have to talk for her.
Doing everything that she was supposed to do. The only issue she was having up until yesterday was the ventilator. She was still on the ventilator. You know, I try to stay off social media.
Let me set situate this mic.
I can, because you know, as it goes and it has its bad, and I try not to get caught up. I try my best not to get caught up in all of this. Up until yesterday, she was doing fine. She was eating, talking, moving. Everything was working according. She wasn't on any meds. She was just getting mainly fluids and, you know, little bisolving and stuff like that to help with her secretion, because you know she has in a trach. Today she had 2 seizures. She had 2 seizures. They said she had a little temperature spike in them and about after 4 this morning before they, you know, and they did some blood cultures that came back negative. Today she had 2 seizures, one in the around midday. When I went to the hospital today, she already had a seizure and she was resting basically. Since night, the hospital called, said that I should come quick. I should come quick. I panicked as per usual. But you know, I kept trying to talk, I kept trying talking. And you know, funny enough, when they called me, I was in her room, and I haven't prayed in her room in a while. And I went and I lied down in her bed and I prayed. And I read my Bible, and I read Genesis 19 to 23, where Abraham offered Isaac as a sacrifice. God asked Abraham to sacrifice his one only son, Isaac, and he followed God's instruction. Sorry, guys. So, you know, when I got there, I just rushed right in. Her room was full of doctors, and they were working on her. And now, you know, as per usual, I start pray. Start calling on God, start calling on God, start calling on God. Reminding God of his promise and of the promise, the covenant we made together, me and God. She had 2 cardiac arrests tonight, guys. She had 2 cardiacs tonight.
2 heart attacks.
She's not gone. No, guys.
Wow.
If she was gone, I couldn't be unalive. But what I'm here for now is I need you guys. I know a lot of you are still praying, but I need the prayer warriors and the mothers. I am not worried about anything else at this moment. I need the prayer warriors, the mothers, asking you, please, to pray. Pray. What I'm asking for now is for us to go back into prayer. God didn't save her, bring her this far to leave her. But we have to keep sight on what is important. And we have to go back into prayer. Please. We have to go back into prayer. I will not be on social media for the rest of the week. Nobody will be seeing me because I'm going to be going down in prayer. We need to go back to prayer, and we need to go back to fasting and calling on God. This is now a total of 9 cardiac arrests.
9.
The second one lasted for 7 minutes, guys. I'm asking all my mommies, my sisters, my aunties, Kaylan's grandmoms. Kaelyn is doing fine. She was doing fine, guys. It's just because the hospital don't allow me to release any footage of her, but I would have. She's eating, she's talking, she's laughing, she's moving both hands and feet. We reach a point where we were about to transition into moving her for therapy. That's where we are at. She reached a point where they weren't giving her any she wasn't on any antibiotics. She didn't have any infection. She didn't have any problems. She was fine. And the only reason that they said they couldn't send her home is because she's still on the machine, the ventilator. I know the God I serve is not a God to lie. And I know amongst us all across the world, there must be one who is worthy of God's mercy. There must be one who is worthy of God's favor. I'm asking you guys, pray. Just help me go down in prayer one more time. Help me call on God one more time. This is no normal act. This is nothing regular. This Kaelyn and a regular picnic. Kaelyn and a normal picnic because there's it's hard to fathom how someone can have 9 cardiac arrests and still be here. She's not well now. She's not well. Yesterday she was fine. So where the doctors are working and trying to figure out what could have caused the seizures and what could have caused her to go into this state.
Hey world, this is Derrick Jackson.
All right. So there you have it. You know what you know what I noticed about the mom? Give me the mic. You know what I noticed about the mother? She never said was. She never said this is where we were, which would entail past tense. She never said we were working on. She said this is what we are. She's speaking in present tense. This is where she is. This is where we were. She was doing fine. She is doing fine. She kept saying she is doing fine. And I'm saying was, because now she is in the state that she's in. Multiple cardiac arrests and multiple seizures and these things. You know, I always say, if you don't believe in prayer, that's your business, right? But I'll tell you about life. You see, when trouble takes you, you're going to have to go somewhere for stability. You're going to have to go somewhere. And wherever that place is for you, then let that place be that for you, right? Some of us still believe in prayer. Some of us still pray. Some of us still believe that things can turn around, even when it looks like there is no way out. You know what I'm saying? Because we've seen it happen in our own life, where there was no way out, ain't no possible way out. And you went into your praying and your fasting, and a way appeared. So for those of you who don't believe in prayer, I'm not stress you and ask about prayer with the lady and pray for the lady, or pray for the girl. Kaylan, she's a 17-year-old female. She's not the girl. I'm gonna call her by her name. Pray for her, man, a genuine prayer, and call her name out in your prayer. I'm one of the believers that this thing works, right? So just, yes, original explorer, at the end of the day, you have to, how can I explain this from a OT perspective? At the end of the day, we will all have to, her mom will have to, and everybody will have to accept what the outcome is. You know, when the outcome is the outcome, you don't have no choice. It's just like when I had to go identify my brother on his 23rd birthday. I didn't have a choice. That was it. It was flatline, done, dead. See, we had to pick up and move on from there and go through the process of grieving and all this other stuff. That's that. But while there is hope, right? Never cease to pray. Never cease to pray while there is hope. For those of you who do pray, we all have different systems of belief. So I don't impose anything on anybody. That's why religion and that kind of stuff is not a big topic that I get into. And y'all have heard me say this many times before. You know, I think it's your personal thing, whether you're religious or spiritual, whether your God is Jesus, Yahweh, Jah, Yah, whoever or whatever the entity is that gives you strength and power and that feeling of I can overcome this. You go to that place. I have no place in telling you at the wrong place you go. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a moment to debate that. It's a moment to just do exactly what she is asking for. That's the least that somebody could ask for from you. Yeah? So send out some good prayers for her, man. Some good vibrations for her. It's hurtful to watch a mom. And I always say this, like, men, we get the niceness. Yeah? We get the niceness, and then we donate some sperm. And then from that, comes a whole new union. This lady developing the seed in her womb, feel the baby move and everything. You on the outside, you could go feel belly move and everything, but she feels every flutter, every kick, every. And from a mother's perspective, those things never go away, never go away. So it's, I cannot even imagine her level of hurt where she's at. So with a little bit of empathy, just send out some good vibrations. Yeah? All right. Yes, Nature Man. Give up positive energy for health and strength for Kayla. Yes, indeed. Manners and respect, Nature Man. Big up yourself. And thank you for being here. I'm so caught up in the stories this morning that I didn't even see you here. And you know me, I'm going to heal you up when I see you. So, manners and respect, people. Thank you for being here this morning. This is why I saved that one for last, because I could never have done this one first and then went on with the rest of the show like that. You know what I'm saying? All right. Damn, that's heavy. That's heavy. Have a wonderful day, people. Thank you for coming out. Have a wonderful day. And remember, man, life is precious, okay? And it's gone in the blink of an eye as well. I remember, because I talk to elderly people when I work, when I do the OT stuff, I talk to, and one of the things I was intrigued about finding about from elderly people is, so what does it feel like to be 99? What does it feel like to be 95? What does it feel like to be 100 today? And I remember one man said to me, honestly, it feels like it went by like that. I mean, I really feel like I woke up one day and I'm like pushing on 100 years old, you know? So it seems like it's a long while we're going through it, but after we're gone, you realize how short it is. And Kayla is 17. So for a lot of us, that's my kid's age. So that's a blink of an eye of time, you know? Sending out warm vibrations, healing vibrations to Kayla's mom, because she's gonna need it, and to Kayla as well. We're gonna leave it right here. We'll catch you tomorrow morning, right here on Morning Thoughts, right here with me, SouFLoTV. All right, hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so yet. Hit the thumbs up and all these things. Peace.